I have this super mental block on board slides. It's like I'm so afraid to hurt myself. I might hurt myself, that's the thing, because my brain is so effed when it comes to board slides. I can't help it. So today, my one and only goal in the park for this session is to conquer my fear of the board slide and beat that mental battle so I can actually stay flat on the frickin' board and not slide out on my heel edge. I'm just going to be focusing on my board slides here today, but I did notice on my 180, even that first one, I'm leaning way too far back, which is the same problem, only exaggerated, that I'm having with my 360s. So to try to figure that out, I'm just going to do some jumps with the grab first instead of going right into the spins. Jump with the grab and try to really lean it forward and get a feel for the nice flat landing. I'd really like to add a grab to my 180, so I'll start thinking about what it would be like to sort of set with the grab first and then 180 instead of rushing it and leaning back, and there's no way I can get the grab off. Whoops. Guess we're having fun. Wow, I hit that first jump way too fast. I landed super deep, but I kept it together, kept my cool in the air. It was kind of after the second jump that I skidded out trying to take something switch that I didn't quite have the gonads for, I suppose. It probably doesn't look like much at all, but I sort of shifted just a little bit out of 50-50 into board slide on a couple of those. I'm going to start thinking on that flat box feature, go a little slower, but thinking like get on and immediately then shifty. So I need to go on with like my shoulders closed. Wait, yeah, I guess I need to kind of go on with the shoulders open now that I'm thinking about it to give me the counter rotation to do between shoulders and hips so that I can ultimately get into the board slide orientation via shifty. I think that's right. We'll try that. A little slower on the first jump, see if we can get a nose grab and like tweak it out a little bit. If we're feeling good, we'll do a 180 on the second jump, try to lean forward, and then we'll look to shift into board slide on a couple of these little features down here. Ooh. A little bit of a shift into board slides there, but I'm still leaning back like crazy on these jumps. Come on. Dude, for real though, I gotta like lean and jump forward up the takeoff of these ramps. It's getting ridiculous. I'm landing so tail heavy every time. I need to focus on that first. Don't get ahead of myself for the board slides. Stop and take a beat in between if I need to, and think about that after this. Need more speed on that second one. Go slow, shoulders open to the feature, heel edge approach, a little left to right, and then shifty on it. Uh-oh. That was a good run. Yeah, all right. That run was super fun. Had a good, solid jump without leaning too far back on the first one. Pretty good speed. Got a grab, sort of, but didn't really tweak it out. Second jump, got the speed right, but didn't really get a grab. I shifted into board slide as much as I ever have or more on that flat ping pong and on the little flat box. So I'm gonna do a run just like that again, and then we'll try to step it up on the next one.
It's such a nice kid!
On the jumps this next time, I'm going to take the steeper jump. I'm going to jump forward and into it. I'm going to get a nice nose grab. I want to actually grab the nose. I need to look down at my board and like make the specific effort to grab the tip of my board, and then I can sort of like shifty down that back foot and make it look a little stylish. But I need to actually grab the nose instead of like the, front of my boot sort of binding area. So on the first jump, we'll go for a good nose grab, hopefully a tweaked one. On the second jump, we'll go for either a nice 180 or, we'll go for a nice lean forward 180. Well, we'll see. nose grab. Woo! Oh boy. Oh man. Couldn't have been rolling down the windows much more than I did on that one. The shifties are kind of going okay. I'm getting them on there for a little longer and a little longer. I need to try to start doing it earlier and earlier. And maybe on that short black box, now go for like a turn all the way through board slide to go off switch. That would really get me used to like the feeling of a full board slide as well. So the part that scares me is potentially falling back, you know, like my tendency is to lean back when I'm afraid. And if I go to an edge at all on the board slide, I'll just slip out and land on my ass. So I'm a little bit afraid of that. So I really need to think about weighting my feet forward and on the toes, like not super on the toes, but since my tendency would be to weight the heels, I need to make a conscious effort to do it on the toes and get really flat and start thinking about that when I'm doing my shifties. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought would frickin' happen, man. I suppose that was sort of worst case scenario, hopefully. Ow, dude. I put both my hands down, kind of slapped my wrists, fell on my ass a little bit. That didn't really hurt too much, but it's exactly what I was afraid of, what I'm always afraid of with board slides. I really need to make a concerted effort to get flat on that board and get down on the toes as I try to rotate into it or through it. And I feel like in order to make that happen, I need to be like literally, physically, specifically looking down at my feet and my board as I approach the feature so that I can trust and get it flat. And like the only thing I need to worry about is getting flat on the feature. If I'm flat on, I can ride off in any way and be fine. I'm confident of that. It's low to the ground. It's a safe feature to work on as long as I stay flat on the board. So just stay flat on the freaking board, dude. So on the jumps this time, I'm gonna keep going for that nose grab on the first one, try to tweak it out a little if I can, and go for the 180 on the second one, maybe off the shallower of the second one. If somebody else doesn't drop with me, I'll go on the steeper for the nose grab and the shallower for the 180, and really try to get it forward, relax on the carve, chill on the lip, don't do it too soon. Killed all my speed there and couldn't go for the 180, but nice and slow here, shifty, really early, stay forward and flat.
I remember seeing you.
I remember seeing you. Thank you, sir. All right, got an hour left here or so in the park. I do want to improve this board slide. I've made big improvements on it today, but I really need to just like specifically focus on two things. One is getting my weight evenly distributed between, well, I was going to say both feet, but I'm not sure if that's true. I might have to look that up. Definitely evenly distributed onto my toes and heels, so I'm nice and flat. To make that happen, I think I need a really deep bend in both the hips and knees, at least to start, to get my body used to finding that position of weighting the toes. Like, I gotta pull my feet back underneath me a little bit almost. Wrong way, buddy. Focus on those two things, bending low at the knees and hips, distributing the weight evenly, the heels and toes. Come on, dude. Way too much carve on the 180. I was indecisive on what I wanted to do coming up to it, but okay, think. Slow, pull it all under you, bend low. Okay, a little fun there. All right, kind of happy with most of that run. I carved too heavy on the heel side for my front side 180 on that second jump. I can get that better still. I'll do that again. I think that combo, trying to get a good nose grab on the first jump and 180 on the second jump, or I'll reverse it. Yeah, I might reverse it, go 180 first so I can have the time to like think about it there and set up for it properly. So 180 on the first one, nice big nose grab on the second jump. On the flat boxes and ping pong rail down there, I felt kind of okay about it. Like, made a little progress. I think I shifted further into board slide. I looked a little more at my feet, not as much as I need to, and I bent and shifted down my feet back under my body a little more as well, but still probably not as much as I need to there. So I'm gonna do all the same things again, just try to exaggerate them, see what we got. Really delay your turn to flat, and don't go to a heel carve really at all. Leave it super chill, be really patient off the lip. Okay, really slow, really bent, really deliberate. Let's go. Snake the line here, baby. Okay, I sort of kind of shifted towards a board slide on the down slope of that ping pong flat down. So that's a little improvement too. 180s were pretty good, definitely improved from the last time. Came off much more level, wasn't like leaning back on the heel edge or down the face of the uptick on the ramp. Yeah, it was much more level, was much more relaxed and patient coming off the lip. I'd love to try to get a grab on that front side 180. That'd be the next step for me in that trick, I think. So we'll try front side 180s, hopefully with grabs. On the first two jumps, we'll try the slow shifting to a board slide again on the ping pong flat. And then I'll go for the slow 50-50 hit to board slide on the flat down box of the ping pong as well. So I've got a pretty good little run lined up here where I can like work a little something on every feature and try to get better. So having fun, we'll keep it going. Probably only have a couple more runs here before they close up shop. Two of my better 180s, but like couldn't even think about a grab for some reason. Low and low, pull it in, shift it. All right, it is 3:05, so experience tells me this is probably going to be my last park run. I don't know, a lap maybe takes 15 minutes, but they usually, like, if anything, lock it up before 3:30, not late. So I think this will probably be my last run. I'm okay with the progress I've made today, honestly. I'm going to try exaggerated versions of everything I did again, and then we'll have a fun run to close it out. So good session, though. Woo! Heads up! Oh, man, kids are really shooting across the jumps like that, but what are you gonna do? All right, really exaggerate pulling the feet under, bending low and slow. Ooh, I love that little bunny hop. Last one. All right, I think I got time for one more. I'm really enjoying making these videos. I do put a lot of time into them, and you can probably tell they don't get that many views. So if you do like it, drop a like. Would really appreciate it. Give me a comment on what I can do better or what you'd like to see more of, and hit that sub if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it.